Hello and welcome back to SciTech. In this video, I'm going to do an unboxing and review of this digital camera that is under $20. Let's get started. I have right here this Vivitar ViviCam X022 digital camera that has 10.1 megapixels, a 4x digital zoom, an anti-shake auto flash, and a 1.8 preview screen. And this camera is also under $20. And now let's go ahead and unbox it and give it a review. Let's get started. Crack it open just like that. Open the top, and there, you're instantly greeted with the camera. Take the camera out of the bag, and there, you have yourself a little camera. Looking at it, you can see that it's very light, and if you look in the very center right here, this little red reflective piece of glass is actually the IR cut filter. You're probably knowing what I'm going to do next with this in the future. Well, in the next video, I plan on making this an affordable full spectrum camera by removing that IR cut filter. And that will be for a future video, and don't forget to subscribe and click on the bell icon to be notified for that video. And now onto the features. Those 3 dots is the speaker, that dot is the microphone. This little flap right here on the side is for the USB port, to be able to connect directly to the computer to transfer the files without removing the SD card. That little switch there is for the macro shots to control the focusing of the lens. The on-off button. The trigger button for the camera. This port here is to put 3 AA batteries. And it also comes with this USB cable, allowing you to transfer the data without having to remove the SD card, which is located right here on the bottom of the camera. And that connection there is for the tripod. And it also comes with this little strap that attaches to the camera, allowing you to be able to hold the camera without dropping it. And of course, it comes with this little instruction manual, telling you the basics of the camera. And it also comes with this installation CD, allowing you to be able to edit your photos. But for me personally, I find it unnecessary. And now it's time to test out the camera. First, I'm going to start with taking these batteries and putting them inside of the camera. Nice. And of course, for every new device, you need to put in all the settings, setting it into English. And I'm just going to skip the date and time, not necessary for this moment. A very interesting feature this camera has, you can be able to connect your camera to your social media. So that way you can be able to share your photos and videos on your social media. Which I think is a very interesting feature to have. Once everything's set up, you can take your SD card and put it inside of the camera. Place it in just like this. Turn it on. And now, let's go ahead and test out this camera. Not too bad for a $20 camera. And as you can see on the bottom left corner, you can see the date and time. This is why you should put the correct date and time, so that way you can be able to see when you take all of the photos. This feature can be very useful for those of you who work in the field of possibly repairs or architecture or maintenance, where you need to be able to take photographs of things to be able to see the date and time of when a certain damage has occurred. It can be very useful, or just simple feature as in vacation, just to remember what you did on that date and time. Okay, so now I'm testing out the video quality of this camera, and while I walk it seems to be stabilizing okay. But I'm doing this in the middle of the afternoon, where it's the brightest, and looking at the LCD, it's extremely pixelated. It's hard to even tell what I'm looking at. So I almost have to just photograph and guess what I'm looking at, or actually film and guess what I'm looking at. Even the same thing for when I take photos, it does the same thing. And like I'm recording right now, I'm recording the audio, seeing how it records the audio and see what the audio sounds like. Now I'm going to see if I can zoom up, walk up close to an object. Okay, maybe I can switch to macro while filming. Will it work? And it does. It seems like the macro function works while I'm filming. That's good. Now we're going to test another test. I'm going to go and stand right here and zoom. Yeah, the pixelation is even worse when zooming. I can't even tell what I'm looking at. And the zooming is very slow. Very slow to zoom. It's almost like it's blocky, or it's actually very choppy. When I'm trying to zoom, it's very choppy. Now let's check the wiggle test. Massive jello effect. Yeah, very, very jello-y. Yeah, that's really not good. Okay, and now let's see how it compares to light. Suddenly bright, suddenly dark. Suddenly bright, suddenly dark. Okay, for it to change from light to dark, it changes pretty good. The exposure is not so bad. Not a very fast response, but still good. And this is what it looks like at 6 p.m. Just before the sun sets, just before the golden hour, the lighting looks just like this. And this is how the camera photographs and films. Okay, so filming this camera in the dark at 7:30 p.m. and clearly it does not do too well. And there you have it. This is my review of the Vivitar ViviCam X022 digital camera that is under $20. And there you have it. Thank you for watching Sci-Fi Tech. I hope you learned something new, and don't forget to like and subscribe, and of course click on the bell icon to be notified for future Sci-Fi Tech videos. Till the next tech, goodbye.